Hey, hello. Welcome to the Chloe Sanctuary Online, our little live stream. Bob, are you bringing something into the live with you there? What are you doing? We've already got a beggar up here. Pat me, pat me. She came up and did her little jazzy version of the sugar song. Didn't you, Jazz? Hi, Calvin. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, also hello from my side. Hope everybody is doing fine on this Monday.
Well, the wind doesn't blow us away. I remember when I was first thinking about coming out here, well, that the wind might blow the aviary away. I said, well, I don't think so. It's a steel aviary, but we're getting some pretty good gusts of wind today. Not so bad that the air quality is killing us. It's not the best, but it's acceptable for parrots. So I actually had set the level of particles in the air too low. You can actually go up to 100. Um, but anything beyond that is questionable. If you have birds that have problems with their lungs, then you wouldn't want to bring them out if it's more than 50, but they can handle it up to 100. So, hi, Jocelyn. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to the aviary we go today, huh? The windy aviary. Oh, what do you want, Mander? Hi, Mander. Hi, Mander. Mander. Yeah, I got for you early birds here. I was way too busy I should have put up a notice that we were going to do the stream, but I was just buried. I got things to do today. So, but I got a notification of someone with an African gray that contacted me about 8 months ago, and they were ready. They couldn't find any way to stop it from mutilating. It had opened its chest wide. And I saw the picture. It was absolutely horrible. It's that bad that I can't even put it up for you guys to see. But so they live in about 3 hours away from San Diego. They drove all the way down to see Dr. Jenkins and got their bird on Haldol. And at first, they had to give it quite a bit. It was pretty high dose. Now it's down to just a small dose twice a day. And that bird looks perfect. And, they say the behavior's great. The bird acts like itself and seems to be happy with life. And I don't usually get those kind of responses. I've gotten a few. I appreciate it when I do because I know that done right, it works almost every time. There are exceptions. There always will be, but in everything you do, I know the wind's bad. I don't know how bad my voice sounds right now, but trying to cup the microphone so it won't be so bad. But what are you doing? Why do you don't tear that up? No, don't do that right now, Lorelai. Lorelai. Any other time, but when the wind is blowing this hard, I don't need that thing flapping open out there. There you go. There she goes. Don't you go back to it. Don't do it. So I saw the before and after pictures, and it's pretty amazing. But they made a 6-hour trip to, it's 3 hours down plus an hour there plus an hour, it's 3 hours back. So they were gone for 7 hours to get, the Haldol they needed and get explanations from Dr. Jenkins on how to use it and all that. And He's a good-looking bird. You can't even tell that he ever was a feather-destructive bird at all. Hi, Eleanor. Hello.
Bap bap. Chatty birds.
Cecil says, "No, I'm not going to do this." They both want to get preened. I'm out of here. Oh, hi, Lorelai. What you doing on my shoulder? Hmm? You're eating my shirt? Okay. All right. It's one of the cheap shirts. Go ahead and eat it. I don't care. Where do you want to go? Now that was a bright spot yesterday when I got that note, pictures from before and after. Because when they originally contacted me, called me actually, they were the vet was suggesting that they put their bird down, and they didn't want to do that if there was they thought there was at least one more chance, and now bird's healthy and happy. I know a lot of people don't like the psychotherapeutic drugs, and people with a cigarette in their mouth and a cocktail in their hand, and and coffee. You know, why would you want to give anybody drugs? But this particular problem, nothing else works. Not consistently, anyway. You can you have to do things with their environment too. If you leave them in a cage with no toys, they're still going to have problems. So they got to have their entertainment, and they got to get out, and they got to socialize and all that. But if you're doing all that right, then the Haldol works beautifully on them. Right, Lorelai? She would be just about naked right now if it wasn't for it. You'll go about a month and a half. You take her off it, and then there's feathers all over the place. So, all right. We took her off the right way too. I took her down little by little till it was faded off, and then about a month and a half later, it was just feathers all over the place, and she was nearly naked in one night. So she's on it forever, right, girl? Hey, Bob. Babaloo. Babaloo. I'll sit up here and preen. You
He's a
still
sweet,
waiting to get
lovely boy. Oh, and there's Amanda boy.
the Mander, salamander. That's my mander, salamander. Oh, there's a feather there somewhere. Let me see that one. Yeah, there we go. Generally, if there's a new feather coming in on one side, there's usually a new feather coming on the other too. So we got one right there. Mander bird. The mander bird. A little windy over there, isn't it? Big boy. Yeah, we're getting gusts up to 45 miles an hour today. So. Bucket boy. Are you being a bucket boy, Bob?
Such a sweetheart.
Bob, how you doing? It's a little watery there, dude. His, his poops were normal in the cage, but oops, they want a hawk.
Oh, a hawk. How
Yeah,
exciting.
Bob wasn't paying attention, or he would have let out a big yell. But it's funny they can fly in this because that wind is pretty intense up there. Maybe it's not as intense where they're flying, but. Oh, you really want me to pet you? Well, look who's sitting on my arm. You have to talk to.
Time for wine.
Cecil is sitting on my arm. How am I supposed to pet you with Cecil sitting on my arm? Are you going to sit over here? You sit over on me. You want to sit there? All right. All right. Good boy.
Lovely, Shuggy in the wind.
Yeah, desert gets pretty windy. Okay, who's crawling up my leg? Oh, Bob. Come on up.
The Bob is coming. The Triton Bob. Oh, Bob, you're such a sweetheart.
Bob. Babaloo. He's been tickling me today. He knows I'm ticklish, and he takes his beak and he tickles me with it. Hi, Bob. Probably should have made this episode about what to do in the wind. That's pretty obvious. Two windbreaks, front and back, and then the house is the third windbreak. So the hardest part here is taking them back in. Is you've got to wrap them up, and you either have to position yourself so the wind doesn't blow on them anyway, which makes it tough sometimes. Sometimes you have to walk backwards. So when you take a day trip, if you have to go somewhere, if you have more than one bird, you have to go to a vet, and it's like these people that had to go 3 hours to get to Dr. Jenkins and save the bird's life. But when you got birds that are left at home, you need to do something like leave on music. Depending on the bird, can't tell you what kind of music because Peaches would have preferred Rammstein. So you would think that, what are you guys doing up there? Bob, stop it. Come here. Come here. No, come here. No, no, no. Come here. No. Bob, come here. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave Snowball alone. Behave. So leave on music. If you got a TV, you can leave on. That works. I used to use when Google had that free months. I could put on the parrot TV station and they could watch that. But now what happens is it'll come on and say, "Are you still watching?" and turn it off. So it doesn't work to leave it on all day unless you want to pay them $20 a month. And for YouTube, $20 a month? I don't think so. But something they can watch or listen to. Music is usually easier because you can leave it on all day, or if you have a regular TV station, you can leave those on. Make sure they have enough toys, enough food to get through the day, some extra treats, extra toys if possible while you're gone. Because you're breaking their routine, so. And then you have the next day to deal with when they will generally. What are you doing up there? Oh, nothing. Baba Luke, get over here. No. Cut it out. Stop it. You get over here. No, you get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Come here. Step up.
Oh, it's so funny when we were just discussing in chat that Babalu is such a good boy and he's already proving it.
Well, I think the wind's got him going. You know, all the noise and the banging. He's definitely affected by his environment. You're not getting behind me again. Now what he's doing is trying to grab my ear when he's behind me. No. He's not trying to bite me. He just wants to grab my ear. He's playing. No. You sit over here and you calm down. You calm down. You calm down. Okay, who's sitting on my head? Jasmine? What are you doing? Why don't you come down here and bother Bob? Why don't you bother
So
Bob?
we have just got some greetings from Hawaii from Sammy Long, who is watching on Facebook. So hello and welcome.
Hello. Cecil, what are you doing? Come here. Bob, stop it. You're getting to be a pest today. Cut it out. I know it's because the wind and the noise and all. I understand. That doesn't mean I won't put you in the bucket, though. For those of you know, Cecil gets into a bucket and he can't get out, right? He's just stuck in there. Yesterday, KK got in the bucket and then he did a little hop and jump and he got out of the bucket while Cecil was watching. The next thing I know, Cecil climbs in a bucket and climbs out. So he learned yesterday from KK how to get out of a bucket.
Ooh, how exciting.
It was quick. Just saw him do it once. That's all. He was at the edge of the bucket and he watched him do it. And then he started. You just basically have to stretch your legs all the way and stretch your neck, and they can stretch that. So he just hadn't thought of doing it.
They are so smart.
Too smart for their own good. So if you're going to take a day trip somewhere, you need to plan it out so that your birds will have the least amount of stress from it. You're not getting behind me again. No. No. Get out of there. No. Bob, get out. Come here. No. Let go. Let go. No. Hi, Cecil. What? Hello. 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 See? Hello. Hello. No. Almost caught him. You got to catch him when they're talking if you're going to teach them to talk. Well, he already knows how to say hello, but I'm trying to get him to say it. Hello. Lorelei. Hello. Hello. That's the essence of scan and capture when it comes to talking. Catch them talking and start repeating something you want them to say. Hello, Cecil. Cecil, bird. Hello. One of these days I'll get him to say it on air. What do you want? What do you want? I'm watching you, Bob, so don't do it. Where did he go? No, he's playing under the chair. Hi. Hi, big boy. Hello, big boy.
Such a good man, the bird. look at this fluffiness.
Are you a big boy? He goes, I don't know.
No, he's a tiny mander. Tiny baby mander.
Hi, Cecil.
And Cecil has a really cool toy there.
He likes those strings that hold these toys together. He likes them. He tightens them into balls. He puts a ball at one end of them that he makes from it, and then he whacks the other birds with it. Bob, what are you doing? She tore that one off there. Oh, thank you. That's just what I wanted. I should have known if you were up there you were going to poop on me, Cecil. Thank you, Cecil. Just what I was asking for. Excuse me about the camera going around, but I'm trying to get the poop off my arm. He's the only one that does that intentionally. You little monster. You are a monster. You are. A cute one, but a monster nonetheless. You're gonna kill me with that piece of thread there, or what? I don't know, Cecil. That's like somebody who brings a knife to a gunfight. I don't know. He's having fun with it. Yeah, I know you tore that off, and that it's going to turn that thing into a sail. Yeah, when you're gone for longer than you're normally gone for, if you're gone for people who work might be gone for 9 hours, but when you're gone for almost all the day, when it's not the normal, hey, stop it. When it's not the normal routine, then you have to find some way to fill it for the guys. So, Jasmine, that's not nice. You got to be a little nicer back there. Let's see if I can get a closer picture here.
It's Jasmine walking about other birds again. Now that's Jasmine. For Jasmine, there are no obstacles at all.
Nope, she'll walk right over you.
Yep. She's such a sweetie pie.
Oh, there goes.
I think Cecil running around with a toy is making the rest of the flock nervous.
Jasmine, be nice now. Cecil, are you having fun? Bob, don't egg him on. It is strange with the Moluccans that the two females don't want anything to do with the one male. They just Ormander. Actually, it's probably best that it's that way. We don't need mating birds if we can avoid it, but because once they get mated to each other, then you have the territoriality issues you don't want. Bob. Bob, you always sound like Boris Badenoff in the old cartoons. Hey? You're making me seasick down here. Cecil. Lorelai, look what you did. I've got some leather straps to tie them off. Hey, like all my shoes. But unfortunately, they're hard.
And she's away.
I have to come up with something else.
So, Rosebud would like to know what Cecil has in his beak.
It's a rather large. It's like a thread, but it's a woven piece of nylon that holds these toys together. He takes the toys apart to get that. He likes just that.
It's like when you order for your cat toys value of, I don't know, $300, and then the cat plays with the box the toys came in.
Yep. Exactly. You never know what they're gonna like. I mean, Mander's favorite thing is cardboard. That's what he wants. You can give him anything else. I make him toys, and then he just ignores them. Once in a while, he'll eat the finger traps off of them, but that's about it. He hardly ever chews wood. He just likes cardboard. Lorelai, those are my shoes. Everybody else is pretty calm. Snowball's just sitting over in the corner. Sugar's just up there being imperious. He's good at that. I don't think she's too fond of the wind, to be honest. So on days you're going to be gone longer, if you know your bird has a special toy they like with Cecil, if you just made sure he had plenty of these toys hanging in his cage so he could get those threads off of him, he'd be busy all day. Which is what I usually do. We got those donated to us, but we've got quite a few of them, so I have to take off longer than usual. I put those in there. When I come back, they're gone. And you can see all the threads chewed up like he's chewed that one up, tied in knots. I try to put those special toys in there that'll keep their attention, because once they realize that, wait a minute, this is way too long. Where's my slave? Where's that human slave? What you doing, Lorelai? One nice thing about being in the desert is when they poop on the concrete, it dries within 5 minutes. So if they walk over it, it doesn't get all over them. When we were in the San Diego area, it wasn't like that. There was enough humidity in the air that they'd get poop on their feet and be like, what in the world? Clean this up. Looking at me like it's my fault. Laurel Fly, what are you doing? Cecil, slow down. I don't know about that, Rosebud. He's on a mission right now, so
Oh, definitely.
Given the opportunity, he would run like this a lot of the day. So it's too bad he can't have a cage as big as this aviary. He would have a lot of fun in there. The smaller the cage, generally, the less they enjoy it. So I had a bigger cage for KK that I bought. Unfortunately, it doesn't have bead welds on it. And KK started taking it apart, so I had to put him back in a smaller cage that has bead welds. Out of all the cages, I only have two that have bead welds. So I don't think they make them like that anymore, to be honest. You could buy a stainless cage and probably have it bead welded, but it's probably the only way you can get one. But for Cecil, there's nothing else. If for some reason something happened to me and he had to go to another place, if they tried to put him in a different cage, he would last about 20 minutes to half an hour in it, and then he'd be out. Wouldn't you, boy? Look at this screwdriver. I'm not gonna move around. Lucy, what are you? Oh, Lucy's stepping back too. She's smart enough to know that you don't want to get up to the wire because the wind is blowing. Usually she sits pretty close to the wire to look outside, but not today. I don't know how clear the picture is, but usually you can see the mountains out there. This is what happens when we get dust in the air when the wind blows through here. It's from the construction and all the things humans have done, because it wasn't like that before. When you get human activity in the desert and they start building houses and all that, you end up with this dust in the air when the wind blows. Fortunately, it's not too bad today. So if you have something like Amazon Music or Apple Music or Spotify or something like that that you can play and leave the music on, depending on your bird, if it was peaches, then you'd want to put on Rammstein. These birds like a variety of things. Calming music doesn't work when I'm gone. You'd think it would, but something like they like the Brothers Osborne. They like something with a beat on it when I'm gone. Are you going to sit on? You're going to hit me in the face with that thing? What are you doing, Bob? What are you doing? Turn the camera around. Settings. Camera. Bob. Cecil, what are you doing? He makes an end that he makes the end that he wants to hold on to. So he made a big knot on the end of it. Right, Cecil? He says, I did not. I did not. Cecil. You big bird. Cecil. Hey. No.
Oh, silly birdies.
Nosebit says, hey, Bob. Bob. Bob and you.
Rosebud said, hey, Bob, in chat.
They're talking to you, Bob. Nosebit's talking to you.
Bob
Probably.
is not so happy when phone people or whatever chat people are talking to him, I think. Babalu, that's strange.
No, he's like some indigenous groups of people that didn't like cameras. And
Mm-hmm.
down in Africa, there were some groups that they thought the camera stole your soul. So,
Mm-hmm.
although I'm not sure they believe in the concept of soul, that's kind of an odd concept anyway. But because if you have a soul, then that means that that's not you. You don't. You can own what you aren't, right? I own a car, or you own a box, but you have a soul. It's like owning something that you're not. But I'm sure that Lorelai could explain it better than I can. Yeah. You gonna chew over there now? Hmm?
Has she found a new victim?
Jazzy Jazz Bird. I don't know about you birds. No, don't chew the tail feathers. No. Cecil? No. You don't chew on her feathers. No. That's part of his Sweeney Todd personality when he starts barbering someone else. Well, you barber someone else, not yourself. What are you doing? I know you don't see anything wrong with it. I know. That. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Looks like he's having a good time. Stepping around, doing Bob things. Yeah, having a crest blowing in the wind. Ooh. Hop? That was a tiny hop. Oh, Bob.
The phone people are talking about you. Yeah, he knows.
It does. But the display was so cute. I love little Triton displays. Bob, you're such a good boy. Such a good Triton.
Don't chew the feathers. Oh, Cecil. Yeah. You done chewing that now, Jasmine? Huh? And it's funny, they do have, when it comes to putting on music for them, they do have different tastes in music. So Chloe she liked Broadway musicals. Um, she'd always bounce around to that kind of thing where she wasn't too interested in, if you put classical music on, it's like there was no music at all. Little Lucy up there likes classical music. Sugar likes opera.
What does Sugar like?
She likes opera.
Ah,
Mander, what do you like? I haven't figured out what Mander likes. You put music on, he doesn't seem to notice it. I'm sure he does, but it doesn't show any signs of it.
Maybe we need to try some children music.
Maybe. Because he's
Or
a
I
big.
don't know what is popular within teens right now. Maybe a little K-pop.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Maybe Manda's into dancing.
He's more into like circling around.
Yeah, but I think the hits you can dance to, you also can circle around.
Yeah, he might even like industrial trance music or something like that. Something that has it's meant to be danced to, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He has started watching TV. Well, not TV, but movies. I put movies on for him, so he seems to gravitate more to the musicals. So
Musicals. I love musicals. Most of them.
I caught him watching Chicago yesterday.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sure, Bob Fosse. They did everything they could to emulate Bob Fosse's style in that movie, and the stage play. Of course, it was a stage play first, but definitely my favorite.
Eleanor suggests in the chat that Manda maybe likes weird ambient music, like singing bowls and binaural beats. Yeah, one never knows. With Manda, I think there's a lot of things are possible.
Yeah, he's heard his name too many times now.
Oh, Manda boy.
Hi, Mander.
Oh, wait, can he hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
this wind, using earbuds wouldn't be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't
Oh,
even be.
wait, then Babalu can hear me too. Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, explain some of his behavior, sure.
Mm. Well, must be strange when there's always that voice from the off talking to you suddenly.
Yeah, it's funny how some of them Cecil seems to enjoy talking to somebody on the phone. Bob Bob thinks it's the evil creatures, straight from Poltergeist. You expect the trees to start grabbing you or something. Babalu?
Babalu. Yeah, I know Bob. I know Becca.
That's my shoe. You don't need to punch holes in it.
Hello, Bob. Bob's a good boy. Bob's a good bird. Kisses.
Hey. See how he gets when people pay attention to him on the phone? Stop it.
Mm. Babalu, yeah, the phone people know too much. Yeah, Rose, but it's windy there today in the desert, so you can see birds blowing in the wind.
Yeah, that one song, All We Are Is Dust in the Wind, fits today. Bob seems to be enjoying it, though. He's catching some of the wind by sitting there.
Yeah, it must have a little feeling like when you open the wings on the perches, or like you are flying. I hope Lucy is okay because she has that bare spot. Maybe she comes over to cuddle after the live stream.
Maybe. She's still watching outside. That's what she likes to do. But she's just not all the way up to the. Usually it's almost all the way up that other rope to the actual bars on the aviary. But She's back today. She doesn't want to get blown all over the place. Babaloo? Who's that? The Babaloo. Babaloo. What? You're looking like you want to come over. You want to come over? No, you want to pet my hand. Okay. You want to pet my hand again? Or are you coming over? I'll pet my hand. All right. Whack me on the hand. That's his way of saying, I don't want to come over right now. Don't shoot. No, don't bite those shoes. Bob? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? Beating your face on concrete? Okay. I think you found one of those pieces of thread down there. All right. No. You're not chewing her feathers. Stop it. Cecil. No. Come on. Stop. I'm watching you, Cecil. You're not going to chew her feathers. No. I'm watching him. He's watching me. And Sugar's trying to get in there.
Why? Is she whining at Cecil?
Yep.
Seems to work. No, Falcon Zoo. Cockatoos certainly don't understand the human practice of wearing shoes.
That is pretty strange when you think about it. But
Yeah. Shoes on your feet, that's the pure evil in their eyes.
well, we haven't been walking on feet terribly long, so our feet don't do too well. At least not walking on 2 feet. What are you doing?
Oh, my Sugar. How can one be so needy? Yeah. Did you hear your name, Sugar? Yeah, the phone people knows the sugar bird.
Sugary bird.
Yeah, she's not extremely interested in the phone people since they never made an attempt to pet the beak. Preen the Shug. Come on, Shug. How about preening the Cecil? I think it would put your friendship on a completely new level.
He's going to get himself another thread. You're just going to play with that little piece of plastic you got? Mm-hmm. What? What? Sugar bird. Too big. They sure like to mess with shoes, though. Boy, they just, when it comes to shoes, it's a constant attraction. Although Mander doesn't do that, and neither does Lucy, but the rest of them do. Did I say Mander? I did. I said Mander. Mander.
I love how Lucy just completely ignores the whole cockatoo cast and just enjoys the view.
Hi, Mander. Hi, big boy. Hi.
Being outside is really cool. We have the Manda bag, we have the Babalu bag, we have silly Shuk Shuk running around. And we have back the Bucket Boys.
Yeah, it's funny how not Bob, but Cecil learned how to get out of the bucket by just watching KK do it one time. He has never get out of a bucket before this. And I'm looking there, but I was going to ask KK if he wanted out. If you look in there and he starts stretching his neck up to you, he'll let you know when he wants out. Well, he just got out. Like, okay, I can do this. I don't need you.
Mm. It's probably the same principle with the trash bins in Australia. Like one cockatoo cracks the mechanism and then gives courses to all the others.
Yeah, yeah.
Babaloo.
I don't know about Babaloo. Are you the Babaloo? You are? Really?
Buckets definitely have a huge attraction to cockatoos in general.
Ah. Cecil, I think you always target me, don't you? Bob, come here. Hey. Hey, I know you don't like phone people, but you just got to deal with it. Quit whacking me. I get the Bob. I'll get the Bob. I'll get the Bob. I get him. I get him. Get the Bob. Get the Bob. Babaloo. You're a silly bird, Bob. Oh, there goes Snowball.
Yeah, Spider-Bird. Spider-Bird, Spider-Bird does whatever Spider-Bird does. Looks like a chessboard is coming over.
Hi, Mander.
Mm.
Mander on the lap.
Yeah. Oh, what a good boy. I think a lot of people would love to cuddle the Mander. A lab Mander. Would be certainly fun to have him while watching TV.
Jazz, I'm petting the Mander. She's not happy about it. She wants me to pet her instead.
Yeah, that's a Moluccan issue in general. Like, you pet the wrong Moluccan.
Poor Mander. He's always thought of as the wrong Moluccan by the other birds. She came right over when she saw me petting him, like, pet me instead.
Yeah, he has difficult aunties.
I can't pet you right now. I can't do it. In a minute I can, because I won't be holding the phone. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here, and Amy for moderating, and Eleanor being here for, I don't know if she's still here, but
Eleanor is here. She's moderating all the time the YouTube chat.
oh, cool. Well, thank you for all being here and in the windy, watching the birds in the wind. And don't forget, we have merchandise that Amy has worked hard on. So, coffee cups and T-shirts and Babalu underwear. Babalu. And Mander, a Mander mug. There's a big Mander mug right there. A Mander mug. Just a minute, little girl.
Oh, sweet little Mander.
Yeah, he's a snuggler.
He is.
Sugar, what are you doing up there? Waiting for French fries or what? French fries?
Wow.
You guys, you're both hovering over me. How dare you pet that male thing down there, whatever it is.
Oh, the Moluccan aunties. Hmm.
We disavow any connection to that.
That's so funny.
Yeah, they both came over because I dare to pet Mander.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're funny, all right. Bob coming
How do you
behind me,
dare to pet the
whack
Mander?
me on the head. Just because I'm talking to the telephone people.
Better, yeah, Shuggy. Better tell the people. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everybody who was showing up, and we hope we see you on Wednesday.
Wednesday, that'll be our Halloween show. Maybe we can teach Bob to say "they're here" by then in his cute little voice. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Eleanor. We will see you guys on Wednesday for the spooky show. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Science knowledge only adds to the excitement, the mystery, and the awe of a flower.
Evidence is evidence. It's public. Everybody can look at the evidence and assess it, and eventually, if there's enough evidence, come to the same conclusion.
The Chloe Sanctuary for Parrots and Cockatoos, a nonprofit charity dedicated to the empowerment of captive parrots and public awareness.